So, hello everyone. We are here at the 40th anniversary for the Sundance Film Festival, which is crazy. It's been going on for 40 years.
I can't believe it.
And I am with the one and only Lucy Lawless. I have honestly looked up to you my whole childhood. You have been an
thank you very
inspiration.
much.
I have watched every episode of Xena on repeat.
Oh, lovely.
My grandparents are going to die when they see this video.
My love to your grandparents.
But we are here for the world premiere of your director debut.
Yes.
For Never Look Away. And this is
Never. Never look away.
Never look away. So I'm never going to look away from Lucy ever again, ever. But this is such an inspiring and impactful story about an incredible woman, Margaret Moth, who was this inspirational CNN journalist. I mean, the things that she has done in her career is insane. I mean, the addiction and drive that she had, but also just the amount of content that she was able to capture in different ways from her lens. I would love to know what really inspired you to really document her story and bring this to life.
I just love bad girls, and Margaret was the baddest. Like I played a warrior princess on TV, but she was the real deal. I mean, this woman voluntarily went, and I'd like to say also that she's unique because she's the heroine of our film, but her colleagues are still out there and still doing it even as we speak, and laying down their lives to bring truth and images that speak to for the victims of horrible conflict. So yeah, that's kind of like the B story in our film about this incredibly unusual woman, but that her profession, they need our respect and protection.
And she's behind the camera, so you don't really get to see that story.
That was a problem.
You know, that's the huge thing, is we get this incredible content that the viewer gets to see, and it's so impactful. But at the end of the day, it's like, what was the story on the other side of that lens?
Exactly, and that's the difficult thing, because when you're telling a story about somebody's private life, there's no visual evidence. There's no moving pictures. There's not even photos of the downtimes. Like Margaret
didn't have one facing this way too.
She never showed, and even her personal photographs, they very seldom show her as anything but quite stoic or happy or whatever, you know. So the evidence of those times in her life that were the darkest and the most despairing, it was like, how do you tell that story? So fortunately, we had one of the heroes of her story who was in the van with her when she was shot, is here with us, and he plays, that's him there, Steph.
Oh, wow.
Steph Kotsona, so he's like, people find him like the most reliable witness. He's the guy you really believe on screen. And we get to meet her lovers, and she had this
I love that
really
perspective, by the way.
Oh my God, the lovers are amazing.
Yeah, I'm so excited mainly for
Her
that.
friends were so crazy. Like, they were such an interesting coterie of friends that she had, and they were like fairy tale creatures, like out of Narnia or something. Like her lover Yashinka is like
walking through a mirror into Narnia, basically.
Yeah,
this is
it's
the
like
life
a
of Margaret.
satyr, and then Jeff, her lover, her first lover that you meet, he's like an underground, underwater octopus magician. Like they're such outrageous characters that I
and
knew.
that's something you can't script or make up. It's just it's part of her life.
Look, I found these human beings who they live with you. I think you walk out of the cinema and they're you go out for coffee with them afterwards and talk about them, because they're just quite magical. So that's Margaret and the impact she had on
Well, it's
people.
going to be such an incredible, impactful storyline, and I know it's all about, female empowerment coming from the female lens. So I love that you're depicting the story in the way that you are, but you're also doing 3 different things. You're directing, you're producing, you're writing. How are you juggling all this? I mean, is it pretty?
It just felt like one job to me, and I just it owned me, the story. From the moment I got the email saying, "Hey, would you want to make a film about Margaret Moth?" and I went, I can't let anybody get this. I immediately wrote back, as like, "Yes, I'll find the money. I'll find the producers." And then I was like, what am I talking about? I don't know how to do any of this. And then 2 years later, we're at Sundance, so
perfectly.
you can understand.
Deserve to be here, truly. I did see you on 90s, the Rewind show recently, actually, on Disney. You looked amazing on that. But good. So I love that you're still on different ends in front of the screen and also behind the scenes.
That's the message. Endure, kids.
Yes, endure. Exactly.
Just endure.
Endure it. Well, thank you so much, Lucy.
My pleasure.
Such a
Love to
pleasure
talk to
meeting you.